guys. Happy Thursday and welcome back to another episode to the Moms. We're your host, Kath. Oh my God, bitch did it again.
Bitch did it again.
And Kathy is on the mic, y'all. It's been a day.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a day. We're recording on a Saturday.
It's been a week.
It's been a wait, has it been yeah, it has been a week for me.
For you too, right?
Yes.
Something's up. Something's up in the universe.
I know. When does Mercury go in retrograde? Is it coming out of retrograde? I don't freaking know.
I feel like I need to research this bullshit.
I know.
Mercury in retrograde 2023. Oh, it's coming, bitch. It's coming. The 28th.
It's coming.
The 28th.
Of December?
Yes.
That's the day after your birthday.
I know.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh.
That's why I knew something was up.
Something is like coming. Something's coming because I don't freaking know. But in today's episode, we're going to be thinking back, kind of reminiscing to a place where we went to when we were younger for Christmas time.
Yeah. Or like just memorable Christmases, any traditions that, live in our memory.
Right.
Yeah, you guys get the gist.
Yeah,
you get the idea.
We're trying to keep it festive because know we're officially in the holiday spirit. So let's just add to that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But before we start, how was your week?
It's been a week, so I don't even know where to start. I feel like, again, something's happening in the universe. I've had so many people cancel plans on me. Like,
oh, boo.
My mom was going to come over Monday, then she couldn't. I had dinner plans with a friend on Wednesday. She canceled that. I had a friend that was going to come over for dinner on Thursday. She canceled that. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah. And then I fell down the stairs this week.
Oh, that's right.
It was really traumatic, and I'm still shaken up about it. We're going to be getting a rug installed pretty soon. But basically I was going down the stairs with Grayson on my hip, and I slipped and I just tumbled down kind of like this.
Oh my God.
On my butt, boom, 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 boom,
on
boom,
your
boom.
butt. You got a big booty too, so.
But luckily I'm okay. I just remember screaming babe, help! And he's in the middle of a meeting.
Oh.
So he had to run out, and Grayson was so sweet. He was like, mama, mama, mama. And when Blue came to check on me and stuff, he would push him away, almost telling him Dad, I got this. Mama, mama, mama. So I have a bruise, but I'm good. It could have been a lot worse. So I'm very grateful about that. And yeah, that's been the week. It's a shit show every week. So what about you?
So Thane takes a bus to school, and the bus driver is always running late. So we agree that he will just text me when he's 5 minutes away so that we don't have to wait outside, especially because it's starting to get cold.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think this week he was fine. There wasn't any substitutes, but after school, he is coming home late because the bus is late. The bus is getting there late, and it's not his fault. It's not the bus driver's fault because he has a route before going to Thane's school.
So what is it? Traffic or?
It's traffic. It's accidents. It's detours. There's so much construction happening around us.
Gotcha.
So it's just constant delays.
Yeah.
So yesterday, it was 4:15, and I'm like, where the fuck is my child?
That's
now,
an hour late.
It's he gets out of school at 3:30. Usually he's in the bus by 4, so that's a 30-minute wait time that he's waiting. Well, it was 4:15 or 4:20, and we got the call that, hey, your son's bus is running late. It's now here. The kids are departing. I'm like, okay, fine. So he has a tracker on, thankfully. And I'm looking at his tracker, and I'm like, this isn't the route that he takes.
Oh shit,
this is weird. And my mind is in two places, looking at this tracker, getting his dinner ready, because I've unfortunately created a routine for him where dinner will be on his plate, served. So the moment you get home, you take everything off and you eat. So between those two, then I I hear like beeping outside. I'm like, what the H? And I see there is a bus across the street from my block. So you know how like my driveway is like long and like the coming traffic is like this way and then the opposite lane is that way. Well, the bus was at the opposite lane, and I'm like, I guess she thought, and he was put on a different bus, so I guess his original bus driver never came, so they just put all the kids in that bus. So I'm like, okay, like I'm in such a busy, dangerous road. Like people don't care about stopping for like the bus stop. They just don't.
Yeah.
So, and it's raining outside. I literally just finished my hair and I'm like, oh my God, like this is crazy. So I quickly put on my Crocs and my rain jacket and I'm like running outside. And I don't think she realized that I was coming from like my house. I think she was expecting that I was going to come across the street, because across the street is also the name of my street, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So I like get there and I'm like, hello, are you gonna put your stop sign? And she does, and there's still cars like coming. And then there was a car.
It's Jersey. Nobody gives a shit.
No one gives a fuck. But me, I'm from Jersey too, so guess what? A car was coming. I was like, do you see the fucking bus stop? Are you gonna stop or nah? Like I said,
or nah.
Or nah. I don't fuck around. So they stopped. And I'm like, you too. Are you gonna stop or what? So then I cross the street and I can tell the bus driver there. They're like, I am so sorry. I said, listen, it is not your fault. You're not his usual bus driver. You don't know. But keep that stop sign on, because this street are filled with crazy people and they're dangerous.
It's like common sense too.
Yeah. And then I also told her, I was like, you beep that horn if anyone moves, because I am playing games. And I grabbed my phone, I was like, have a great weekend. And I walked and things just like woo, ah. And I'm like, have a good day at school at least, because I've been stressing. So he came home at 4:30, so 1 hour late, and I'm pissed because Abraham's gonna be working in an office soon. So I'm like, I'm gonna be alone with Cirilla. What am I supposed to do? Like, do I now pick him up from school every day? Do I leave her in the house by herself? Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I'm a little overstimulated with that, because I have to worry about the safety of both kids. She's 2. I don't think I should be leaving her home.
No.
For like 5 minutes, because that is so dangerous.
And just for the listener, she's not meaning like leaving her alone and then like like no, it's like to leave, to be outside her street.
I have a really long driveway.
Like, she lives on a main road.
Yeah, and I live on a main road, so it's like, in the past, what I've done, I just locked her up in a stroller. And
that's smart.
And I kept her like right at the like inside the house, tied in the stroller with the door open, so like she wasn't going anywhere. I had the camera on her at all times. But this bus driver that he had last year had common sense and would park right in front of my driveway. Right. So it wasn't bad. But like shit that happened like yesterday,
it could happen again.
It can happen again. And there have been multiple times where he has been put on a different bus. And he's put on like a little bus, and they come right into my driveway because they have no clue. And I'm like, you're fine. You're good.
Yeah.
But so I'm just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And it's getting cold out.
Yeah.
It's getting cold out. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I have no. And then on Tuesdays, I pick him up. And Tuesday was freezing cold. It was wind. I had no idea, because I wasn't expecting to like take her.
Yeah.
Because Abraham was on a Zoom call.
And so the weather's so unpredictable lately that like we might get 60-degree weather one day, but then it might be like 10 degrees. So
and like you can't put a child that's in a car
coat.
seat
in a coat on.
So I put her in like a jacket that I'm still able to tighten her up. So she was freezing, like the girl was like shaking.
Oh my God.
So I had to take off my jacket, put it on her, and like just squeeze her and like kind of just like rub her body. And I'm like carrying her, and like she's so cold, she's like dropping like this, and I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do? So I'm just a little stressed. with
I'm
the whole
sorry. Yeah, I know.
busing situation. And unfortunately, it's not the school's fault because transportation is a whole different, I don't want to say department because they don't even really work for charities. It's kind of just like a whole different building and
entity.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I have to think. I have to think what I would
I'm
be
sure
doing.
you'll figure something out that works for everyone.
Yeah.
Try not to stress too much.
Yeah, I'm not. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. The kids are on one today. I don't know if they just feel stuck at home or
Grayson's on one, but it is because he's been stuck at home. I've been solo parenting basically the last 3 days, and we haven't gone out. So I'm glad that we're gonna go see you guys tomorrow, and
very refreshing.
Yeah, because I feel like a shitty mom. Like today has been really, really, really tough.
Yeah, same. And the weather doesn't help either because it's so freaking cold.
Yeah, and I don't like to leave my house if I don't have the car when Blue's not here.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. But I mentioned to the listeners that I really wanted a Nespresso machine.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I bought one because I don't know if I mentioned to him a couple times, but I don't think we're doing gifts this year with each other.
Okay.
Just the kids, yeah. So yeah, I got an espresso machine and it's a game changer. It's completely I love it. I'm so obsessed with it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Pictures and I'm like, that looks nice. That looks good.
Yeah, so I gifted that to myself and yeah, it's been awesome.
All right, let's get into our episode topic.
Yes.
So I had my family look at their photo book album for these pictures of the story that I'll be talking about, and they found this. So I'm actually going to post them on our Instagram account.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I think it'd be so cute. Like there's one picture, you see like my sass in it. Let me see. I'm actually going to send it to you.
Amaris, that's a really good idea. I think I'll probably do the same if I have any pictures of this list. Obviously, I'll blur out the people, any kids. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, you guys are matching.
Yeah, my mom always had us matching. Always.
How cute.
Always. It was like we were twins or something. Look,
yeah, but I like the style. Like, right? Look at the pants, the cut, the boots.
I'm almost positive the pants. I think my entire outfit actually was J. Crew.
Really? Oh, look at you, fancy.
So my first story that I'm going to share is my experience at Hershey Park. So if you don't know,
I never went there.
I told Abraham that we need to take the kids because it is
always wanted to go.
memory of mine, and I'll tell you why. If you're a chocolate lover, going through the chocolate factory, I think you even go through it in a train. It is magnificent.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Now I was diagnosed with migraines at an early age. So the smell of the chocolate was making me very sick, but it was visually pleasing to see. So I remember all the chocolates being dripped and made and packaged. I remember when we checked in at the Hershey Hotel, they gave us 4 big bars of Hershey chocolate. And we were like, oh my God, this is amazing. And the reason why we went there, it was a bonus. It was a Christmas bonus from my dad's job. So I thought that was so cool. It was completely paid by the company. We went on some of the whatever rides was open during that time. So I remember we went on
You went on Christmas like Christmas week, or
I think it was it had to be after Christmas because I don't ever remember missing a Christmas. So we went there and it was only for a weekend too. It was kind of maybe a 1 or 2 day stay. And we also, after we did the train, I remember we got ready. We had like this fancy dinner. We all dressed up nice.
Oh, I
We
love
took lots of
that.
pictures. Like, it was just so much fun. We also, there was like an indoor pool. There was like a sauna. So we were in there, like drying
I
up.
feel like Pennsylvania has just like the best
They
amusement parks,
do.
water parks. Like
Yeah,
they know what they're doing. Like
they
at Dorney
do.
Park, Kalahari. I never went
Hmm.
to Kalahari, but Dorney Park,
I've been there once.
love.
It's
I love
amazing.
it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Hmm. So yeah, so that's a core memory. I definitely want to do that with the kids when they're older, because I
Yeah.
think right
Yeah.
now they're not really going to understand. But it is
Yeah.
so pretty. Like, once I post these pictures, like, I hope it
Mm-hmm.
influence somebody to like book a trip there with
Oh
their
my
family.
gosh. Yeah, maybe we could do it together.
Yeah,
That'd be
I
fun.
honestly was thinking about that. I was like, when the kids are older, we could probably all go to Hershey Park, stay there,
Yeah.
have some fun.
Because I love amusement parks. I
Same.
don't know if Blue does. Like, I honestly, I've never been to an amusement park with Blue.
Okay, I know Abraham can't do rides. It makes him like nauseous.
Blue's scared. So yeah, I've never. Yeah, like I used to love Six
I
Flags.
love
I
Six Flags.
love all. And then when I lived in California, like he went to Disneyland with Joelle,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to Disneyland, but we didn't go together.
Oh.
And I went to Universal Studios,
Oh,
and that was
same.
really fun. But
Mm-hmm.
I went to the one in California. I hear that the one in
Okay.
Florida. Florida's better.
Oh,
I
is
don't know.
it?
Or maybe not. No, Disney World is better in
Oh.
Florida. But Universal, I think, is better in California, which makes sense, right? Because
I don't know.
Hollywood, like the movies are in California,
Oh,
right?
okay. I guess. I don't know.
But my first memory, so when we were really young, my aunt and Abraham Angel, they lived in Ridgefield,
Okay.
or Ridgefield Park at the time, and we lived in Fairview, so it was really close. It was like we lived like not like maybe 5 minutes from each other, 5-10 minutes. And anyways, every year, I don't know how long this went for, but my aunt would dress up as Santa.
Oh, yeah.
I have pictures somewhere, so
Yeah.
I'll have to find those.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long we did it for, but I just remember one year Angel pulled the beard off of her. And that was like the last of that. Like, we were so heartbroken. Like, oh my God, Tia Santa Claus. Like, oh my God.
Thanks,
Angel didn't buy it. Angel didn't buy it.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
like, something's up. Something is
Mhm.
up. And he yanked the beard off of her. And he just ruined Santa for us that year. Freaking Angel.
Freaking Angel ruining Christmas.
Oh, but I remember that was such a like magical time for us, because like we
Yeah.
really bought into it, you know.
Yeah.
And I just remember her and the Sue, and like having all like the bag. That was fun. That was really, really fun.
Oh, that's hilarious. I knew you were gonna talk about that because
Yeah.
both Angel and your aunt, and I think Abraham, have like talked about it with me. So
Yeah.
I thought that was so funny. That's your first story.
Yeah. And then really quick, another one that I have.
Mhm.
This happened, I want to say, when I was a little bit older, like maybe 10, 11. And again, I don't remember how long it went for, but my dad would take me and my girl cousins, so like Masi, Glady,
Okay.
and Adam, I think, and Sammy would go to sometimes, to the movies on Christmas Day. That was like our tradition.
Aww.
Because everything was closed except the movie theaters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it was tradition. We would go to the movies, and sometimes we would order Chinese food that day too.
Aww.
So I love that. And
Yeah.
I low-key kind of wish that movie theaters were still a thing, because that'd be kind of cool to do with the kids.
Yes.
You know, as they get older.
Mm-hmm. Or you can rent out a room, like, and it's just you guys
sure.
watching like the movies. I'm like, I'm gonna do that for one of the kids' birthdays.
What's cool is that when we would go, like it was empty. Like it was like it felt like it was just us, and it was just so cool. Like something about going into a movie theater, there's like nobody there.
It's amazing.
It almost feels like you shouldn't be there. Like it's just,
it's like,
it's so cool.
VIP showing.
So cool. So yeah, that's another one that I have.
Love the movies. I love going. So many dates there with Abraham.
Oh, yeah, same.
Love it.
With Blue. We used to go to the movies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we used to do in college because you're broke.
Yep,
like, what else was there to do?
Even as like young adults and like out of college, figuring life out, it's like, let's go to movies. We would go to the movies when they first opened, and tickets would be like half the price. So we'll be like, okay, like I think at 10:30 was like the earliest viewing you can do. We would get our popcorn or not. Like we will like snack up because we were paying like half the cost.
That sounds so fun.
I did that for my birthday last year. We saw, was it Jurassic Park? Either Jurassic Park or Doctor Strange. And I was like, I want to go to the movies for my birthday. He's like, you sure? I'm like, yes, I miss it with the reclining chairs and the snacks. So I did, and it was fun.
Nice.
It was fun.
There's a movie theater, not by us, but I want to say it's in Richfield, Fort Lee. It's called iPic. I don't know if there's one in South Jersey, but it's basically a luxury movie theater.
Okay.
And they have a restaurant there, so you can. It's kind of like the dine-in movie theater, but it's like more elevated. Like there's a bar, you can order drinks, and the food is actually delicious. So you just have it come to you. You get blankets, you get pillows. It's like a vibe, girl. I know. That
sounds nice.
Yeah, I'll send you the info. So if you're ever up here in North Jersey and you and your family are looking for something to do, like that's a really fun place to go to.
Yeah, that sounds really neat.
Yeah.
All right. So the second story I have to share is another Christmas bonus my dad received. And
wow.
I know.
Wow, Hugo, dang.
I know. This was like back in the day. I'm talking about like I was before 10 years old and I was still living in the projects in Hoboken. So I'm laughing.
You lived in Hoboken? I didn't know that.
In Hoboken where bitches get broken. Yeah.
What? Yeah. I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, my parents grew up in Hoboken.
That's cool.
Where do I live in Hoboken? What was it, Monroe Street? I think I lived on Monroe Street. So I lived in one corner and my grandparents, so my mom's parents,
like where all those projects are.
Yeah. Right? And like the light rail is there. There's like a little hill going, I think.
Yeah.
I live there.
Nice.
Everyone knows who my grandpa is. Everyone knows him. You don't fuck with none of his kids. Like that's how
I feel like Hoboken's like that. Like back in the day, like it's like everyone kind of knows each other. It's very like
so no one. If someone knew, I don't want to say my grandfather's name, but if any of my aunts or uncles got in trouble and they knew who their father were, they wouldn't take like they would bring them home, knock on the door, and be like, "Hey, X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah." So so people knew, and my godfather still lives there, and people know him too. So it's like
damn.
Yeah. So my family's pretty well known. But yeah, so. This one year, my dad's boss got us tickets to the Christmas Spectacular, with the rockets. So that was
I've always wanted to do that.
It's honestly really nice. And I actually heard recently, I think this year, they're making or have already sold tickets for a sensory friendly show. Yeah. And some of the moms in the group said that they went and their child enjoyed it. It was great. They were very supportive and like pleasing. Like it was just an amazing an amazing thing. So I'm like, oh yeah, in the
maybe
future,
next year or something.
I think next year the kids will be too young. Maybe when they're like 7 or 8, maybe even double digits, they might appreciate it because I'm sure it's like expensive.
I feel like shows in New York are just magical.
Yeah. So I remember going and it was long. I remember thinking like, I gotta pee, but I gotta hold it because this is so great. But the cool thing about it was he rented out a limo for us. So here's
no way.
He rented out a limo for us. And I remember I looked outside because I was like, the limo's here. And I'm like, yo, we live in a project and we're getting a limo like coming up and like in front of our doors. Like I knew at that young age, I was like, I don't think this is like safe or whatever.
That is funny.
I remember so we were there and I was like, can we like peep in the sunroof? And the driver was like, okay, go. So me and my sister, we were like, wow, We had so much fun.
What a nice memory
it
to
was
have.
but it ended on a scary note. Not like crazy scary.
Oh,
but
shit.
have you ever heard of that restaurant, Jekyll and Hyde? Okay, well, it's closed down now. I like see if it was open. But it's I think it's like the only haunted spooky restaurant, and I was scared shitless. I was so fun. And my parents were surprised because I watch scary movies. I'm all about it. My sister was like not about that life. My sister was fine.
Like, really? Why were you so scared then?
Girl.
Or you felt something?
It was just, I guess because like I watched scary movies, I was like, this is real. Oh my gosh. I was on edge. Like the host would like walk around with like a stroller, and a zombie baby would pop out like screaming, and I'm like this. The wall. How
come I never knew about this?
I'm kind of bummed that they're closed, because like I would have loved to like take a trip there and like eat there, because now I think it is such an aesthetic, it's such a vibe. But back in the day, I was too scared. I remember I ordered fish and chips, and I couldn't even eat my food because the walls, like the decor, like there was eyes and it was moving left and right. My God. And I'm like this. And they were playing, like there was a live band there playing like I think Frank Sinatra music. It was decked out. Like it was beautiful. So
cool. I gotta like Google search photos later.
It's so cute. But I was scared shitless. And I didn't eat my food. My sister was gobbling up her food. And my parents were like,
fish and chips okay, are so good.
I know, but I was too scared to eat it. I was so fucking scared.
Rest in peace to the fish and chips.
I was just like this. My parents are like, it's fine. I'm just like.
Do you guys have any pictures from that or no?
I should text my parents to see.
Yeah.
Probably not, though. Probably not, because I was scared shitless.
Because it'd be funny to see a picture and like, I'm just like scared. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. So yeah.
And again, I don't have like stories or just like little core memories. So when we lived in Cranford, like our second apartment, do you remember that one?
Yes.
You guys came over for Christmas Eve one day and you announced that you were pregnant.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, couldn't forget that one. Yeah, that was really unexpected. We were just like, what?
Yeah, like, huh? Is it true?
Yeah, you were like, I'm pregnant. I'm like,
I'm pregnant.
Bitch, what? Like, didn't we just have a talk?
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah, and you know that Thanksgiving, we both said, like, when I get pregnant, you were going to get pregnant.
Yeah.
And I think you said, like, bitch, no, I'm not getting pregnant. Sorry.
And then you got pregnant, bitch.
And then I got pregnant.
But it's funny that you found out the day after Thanksgiving, because then when I was pregnant with Grayson, I found out the day after Thanksgiving, which leads me also to 2 Christmases ago, right? 2 Christmases ago, when I announced my pregnancy to my family, and then also you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the last one that I have here, the year that you guys came over, where we lived in downtown at the time.
Okay.
Remember, you rented the suite. And we celebrated Christmas Eve and Christmas morning. Like that was
nice.
That was a really nice memory.
Yeah.
I just remember us, we had gotten bagels and we were just, it was cozy. We were all in our pajamas.
I think we all like made something for like breakfast. So like we ate first.
It was
then we were
awesome.
All around. And you know what? That was Fane's first Christmas too.
Yeah, he was a little baby.
He was a little chipmunk.
Yeah, that was... I want to say that was probably one of like the best Christmases in recent years.
In recent years, yeah, because we were all together and it was just so simple. Like it wasn't complex or anything.
No,
it was just cozy. Great. Yeah. So
I always think back to that Christmas.
Same. I think your aunt and Angel and Jasmine, they're actually spending Christmas up north.
I heard that my aunt is, so I guess everyone's coming to my house, I guess.
I asked Jasmine, she was going to her dad. She says, no, I'm spending with the Bella. And I was like, oh, your mom told me this. She's like, well, I haven't made up my mind yet, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So, but I don't know.
Okay, so I'm assuming everyone's coming to my house.
But not, sorry.
Except you guys, yeah.
We are going up there on the 23rd because, I don't know if I told you, my abuela's dying.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
She's dying, so... my parents can't come down here because the original plan was for them to come down here. My abuelos was supposed to be in Ecuador spending the holidays there, but she's not doing well. My parents really can't leave her by themselves. So I told him, I was like, well, if this is going to be my last Christmas with her, I would rather, even though she probably won't remember, I would rather know for myself that I was there for like the final moments.
Yeah.
You
okay.
know,
so you guys are going to spend it up here with your family.
Well,
then?
we're just going for the day, and then we're driving back that day. Yeah, because I told Abraham and I were very like big on sticking to our tradition, staying home.
Oh yeah, of course. Paper. Yeah.
So when I heard your aunt was going to DR and she was coming back on the 23rd, I'm like, hey, listen, we could probably pick you up at the airport and drive you back home. But then she's like, no, I'm gonna spend it with my sister. And I was like, oh,
those are all my core memories.
Okay, I think one more.
Oh yeah. Go for it.
So every Christmas when we were younger, and it stopped once, you know, it stopped once my cousin moved, but every year my aunt, she did Christmas at her house. So Christmas Eve, you know, us Latinos, we eat, we dance, we party. And like it is packed. Like her house isn't huge. I don't know how she fit like maybe 50 people in her house, but it was nice. All the kids would be in my cousin's room, we'll be playing, being goofballs, and all the adults, they were out there, they were dancing. And once we heard like music that we would dance, like merengue, we'll go out there, we'll start dancing and stuff. And it was just so fun. And of course, as we got older, we're the ones on the dance floor, like twerking, shaking our butts, doing salsa, bachata. We'd be all like, we were like the life of the party.
You know, I've never had like a true like Hispanic Christmas Eve. No, it's always been very intimate. It's just been my mom and her sister. Like like we've never had. I never remember going to like any big parties or anything.
Oh wow!
Like, with all my cousins. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it is like.
So I don't know what that's like.
It is amazing.
It sounds amazing.
It's so great because like as you get older, like you break out of your shell, and then we're all like dancing on each other. We're 15, 16 years old, dancing on each other, and all the stuff. Like, we want to move like that. How old are you guys again? We were like, woo, yeah. We were just big goofballs, and it stopped once my aunt sold her house and moved to Central Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, but those were like amazing memories, and we would party. Like we wouldn't get home until like maybe 1 or 2 a.m. because one of our uncles would be Santa Claus, and he'll come in with like a bag of like Christmas presents or something, and they had the beard, and they always kept it to like the complexion of what we're used to Santa Claus being.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Until one time they made it my godfather, and he is a darker complexion. I was like, how the hell?
Something's off.
Like, something don't make sense. But yeah, it was great. I remember one of the parties, I truly believe that Santa was like here, and they would like knock, and they're like, oh, kids, come, and we're like, Santa. We're like running like in the hallway they're like, okay, kids, sit down. They're ho, Merry Christmas.
That sounds amazing.
Santa will like hand out gifts, and as we got older, we knew it was one of our uncles. We then were like the elves, like, oh, this one is for so and so. So as we got older, all the adults, they would sit on like Santa's lap and be like, Santa, and they're just like jumping on and being so rough with Santa. We're like, oh, dang. And whoever's wife was like next up, like, oh, Santa, woohoo! And I'd be like, oh, yo, this is embarrassing. Like, I know I'm older, but damn, I don't need to see this.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
Oh gosh, so yeah,
I'm like living vicariously through your memories right now.
So it will be great because like Thanksgiving will be one aunt, Christmas will be another aunt, and usually New Year's Eve would be at my house. So I remember there was our Dane. That's not my husband's name. Abraham's first New Year's Eve with us. He was like, "This is different. And I'm like, yeah, like this is what we do.
We didn't grow up going to parties like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I wish I had some of that.
We will, because as the little Cousinsgiving we had, like we were talking about that, how like we just missed that. So I almost feel like if I do move closer to everyone, it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna be taking over. Okay, you're doing Thanksgiving, you're doing Christmas, and I'll do you know, because that's just our childhood. Our childhood is partying, dancing.
I love it.
Eating.
You got to introduce the kids to that a little bit, because it's like the culture, right?
Yeah, it's like our culture. We have an excuse to party. Let's get together. Let's eat, let's dance. Let's enjoy each other's time.
That sounds amazing. I have no idea what that's like. My family is boring as hell. Telling you, we're so boring and basic.
Well, no,
they're not big on like a lot of. They're not big on like big crowds.
No, they're not. But I do know when your aunt is in the right crowd, she's always like, "Oh yeah, let's go!" You know, so she has to feel safe in order for her to like have fun. Like at your wedding, I heard she had a ball. She
had a blast. She had a blast, but she was also obviously like nervous and like just. Because she was just like, you know, she wanted to be with you guys too because of the baby and everything.
Yeah.
So I wish you were at my wedding. It was so fun.
I know. Abraham, that is one thing Abe's like, that is one thing I would regret for the rest of my life, is like not being able to go.
Damn.
Abraham, oh my God. Deep. You have no idea. Abraham holds guilt like there's no tomorrow. And I'd be like, bro, like you need to like calm down.
It go.
Like he's like, I know, but like that's like if there was anyone I was looking forward to getting married, it was
Oh my God, bitch, you're gonna make me cry.
I don't want to cry because I have a little bit of alcohol. But yeah, he's like, Kathy is my sister. God. Like I missed her wedding. For like good reason. Like I know my son was born and that too is great, but I really wish I could have been at Kathy's wedding, witness her like get married and full blown.
It was truly like a fairy tale. Like it was like
it was nice.
I had this vision and it like it was like beyond. It was just amazing. Like I have chills. It's just it's all you had to be there. It was just so magical.
Yeah, and that's what your aunt said. She's like, oh my God, that's probably one of the best weddings I've been to. She told me it was very intimate. Even you told me it was very intimate.
Yeah,
the decor looked absolute. It was very timeless.
It was timeless
and
like
elegant.
the even like walking down the aisle, we had this trio of these violinists, and we walked down to Perfect by Ed Sheeran, and they were like playing that song on it was just like out of a movie. I can't even.
I liked how like all the girls got like ready to like everyone was doing their own hair, their own makeup. You as a bride was helping someone else's like hair.
We're all helping out each other. That's what I wanted.
That is like amazing. That is so beautiful.
Yeah. Oh man.
But
made me tear up there.
Yeah. Tito Abraham.
Yeah, one day when we renew our vows, we'll have it at that location.
I tell Abel all the time because I don't know if I ever told you this. Abraham didn't care for our wedding, not because he didn't care to marry me, but he had fractured ribs, so he was in pain the whole time.
Oh,
what else happened? Oh, he said he's like, you like completely ditched me. You weren't with me at all throughout the wedding, and I understand that you were like blowing out some stress and some steam because I was on the dance floor the whole time. But he danced because he was in pain. So he's like, there are moments sitting and just watching you have fun and wishing I could dance and have fun with you, but I couldn't because I had these fractured ribs.
Oh my God.
He was like, oh my God, I love my wedding. It was great.
Yeah.
Like, I think a year and a half ago, he was like, that's when he confessed me. And I'm like,
wow.
We gotta like renew our vows. He's like, I'll have to think about that.
I could just picture Abram. That's a thing.
Like, why would we renew our vows? I'm like, what do you mean?
That's dumb. Like, what's the point?
Yeah. I'm like, it's a recommitment. Come on. He's like, I can just recommit here. I love you. Dude. He's like,
he just doesn't get it. We need to. He doesn't get it.
No. I'm like, some people renew their vows with their kids. Like, they go on a vacation. And he's like, but that sounds expensive. He's like, I can just do it for free now. I'm like, damn it, Abraham.
We have to explain things to Abraham because he's like an old soul that just doesn't keep up with the times, and he just
he has no idea, like, with podcasting and like what I have to do. He's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta talk to me. Like, I don't like I have no idea what you're saying. So, but like, I'm like, so this is Instagram. These are posts. This is, and I'm explaining the whole thing. He's like, okay. He's like, and why do you have to do that? I'm like, because of X, Y, and Z. He's like, oh, okay.
And it's just so ironic because, like, he works in, like, tech. Well, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, you would never think that that's...
He's like, he's coding it. He's coding it to make sure.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like, I think the page is broken. And he'll, like, go into, like, the coding. He's like, oh, yeah, they, like, F this up. Like, that's...
Yeah. Oh, Blue does that, too.
Oh, yeah?
Though. Yeah, the other day something was going on with my laptop, and then I was like, "What the fuck is up with my laptop? What's all this coding bullshit?" He's like, "No, I'm just making sure." He's like, "Oh, that's weird. Like, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, the site." And I'm like, "What?
Like, what you talking about?"
Yeah. Oh, I was on the Home Depot site looking for appliances, and they didn't have it like where you can filter it out to what you want. And he's like, something's off. I need to figure this out. And I was like, what the fuck? How did you do that? He works with websites. So it's like,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So I'm trying to think if there's any other holiday.
I had to this was hard for me. Like, I didn't think of these things till, like, I don't know, earlier today. I just have, like, really bad memory. Not like Abraham, but, like, I really have to think.
Yeah, when I came up with this topic, I literally was walking on the treadmill. I was like, well, what are we going to talk about? And I was like, oh, it just hit me like a light bulb. And I was like, I
can't remember shit, honestly.
Oh, I can remember a lot. It's like, it's freakishly weird. Like, it really is weird. Like, the fact that picture I sent you, I, like, text my mom and my sister, and I'm like, this is the exact picture I am looking for. And it's literally the exact picture that I sent you. I'm like, I remember that picture, blah, blah. So, yeah, my memory's pretty great. Even your aunt will be like...
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're weird.
Because we all have bad memories. So,
I know.
Yeah, we don't know what that's like.
Do you have any last words? Anything you want to share? Any last remarks?
No, I mean, I would love to hear... We might have asked this in the last 2 episodes, but I want to hear you guys' traditions. Any silly moments, any, core memories. I want to hear it all.
I do.
I'm curious. Like, what are your traditions like? Like, what did you do growing up? And what do you do now? Do you do the same things,
I would love to hear, too. I'm always trying to figure out how to make things even more magical.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because I just said, like, I didn't have a lot of traditions growing up, and we didn't have big parties or anything. So now that I'm married and I have a son, I'm kind of starting from scratch.
Yeah.
I'm building my traditions. I told you I have this list on my phone, and I just keep, like, looking up ideas and, like, writing them down.
Yeah, maybe starting next year, we'll start doing holidays together. Yeah. We'll figure something out. How we can incorporate everything. Before we go, I actually want to share what I'm drinking because it's freaking good.
Oh, yeah. What is it? Tell us.
So, it's one...
Are you going to make me this tomorrow?
No, it's alcohol.
Oh, shit.
You can...
What is it?
Okay, so it's 1 can of White Claw's Black Cherry.
Okay. I thought you were drinking, like, a lemonade or something like that.
Oh, my God, no.
I don't know.
When I said I was making myself a drink, I meant a drink.
I made myself a hot chocolate.
You made yourself a hot chocolate, although I've been wanting a hot chocolate for a while. But so 1 can of Black Cherry White Claw, pineapple juice, 1 freshly squeezed lime juice, a splash of tart cherry juice, half a
Oh, that sounds
can
good.
of black cherry seltzer because, a
Yeah,
double
the
shot
bubbly.
of Malibu rum
Oh, dang, girl.
with some ice and
That sounds so
it's really
good.
good. And a splash of grenadine just to give it a little bit of
Ooh,
sweetness. So
yeah.
it's like sweet and tarty at the same time. Oh, and I also put some pineapple chunks in there, so when I get to the bottom, it's like infused with alcohol,
infused.
and I can
Love
just go to
it.
sleep nice.
I love it.
But yeah, and I like filled this bad boy up too. So
damn, Maris is getting wild.
I started this new show, so it's pretty funny.
Ooh.
Where's my phone?
You need to watch The Bear, Amaris.
I know it's on Hulu. That's the problem, and I don't have like ads free, so I'm gonna have to see like commercial, and I don't want to see commercial. Ain't nobody got time to see commercial. That
it's such a good show. I feel like you and Abraham would like it.
And that's like another thing too. If I know it's a show that Abraham and I would both enjoy, I don't want to start without him.
I got you. As soon as me and Blue saw it, I was like, I'm gonna tell Maris because I feel like both of you guys would like it.
Yeah, right now he's watching Suits, so it has to be after Suits. But the show that I started watching today is called Survival of the Thickest, and I think the main character, I think she's a real life comedian. So the things that she says is pretty funny. It's wild, but it's pretty funny. So I thought I'll share that.
Okay. What is that on?
Netflix. So no commercial.
I haven't been on Netflix
in a while. Oh.
Like for shows. We've been watching Christmas movies on there.
Oh, I tried to watch a Christmas movie last night after cleaning, and I made myself the Sleepy Girl nighttime cocktail, and Thane woke up, so I had to chug that shit, and I had to go upstairs.
Dang, girl, we should watch a Christmas movie tomorrow, like in the background.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe, because all day I've been hearing, change the channel, change the channel, change the channel.
Oh, really?
Exactly like that from both kids. Change the channel. And I'm like,
really? That is so funny.
Well, Thane started to do it, and now
they're bossing you.
Change the channel. And I'm like, you're mocking your brother. You can just tell me.
They're bossing you.
I'm like cooking, clearly making breakfast. Change the channel. And I'm just like, do you guys want breakfast or not? Because I keep stopping. Oh my god.
Oh god.
No, it's been all day like that. So at one point I was like, turn the TV off. That's it. Play with your toys. I don't want to hear it. And they've been playing with their toys. And then I brought them upstairs into the playroom because I'm trying to clean the playroom so that we can actually go upstairs in the playroom for tomorrow. Yeah. Didn't get a chance to clean it. So I'm just okay, like,
girl.
Oh my, you know what?
Girl, it's fine.
I mean, there's no dust bunnies up there, so we're good. But
as long as there's no like small pieces of stuff that Grayson can put in his mouth.
No, it's more sensory, running around.
Okay. He's been putting everything in his mouth.
Oh, and he's in that stage. Yeah.
He's been in that stage since forever.
Yeah. He'll stop once he's like, I think 2.
I don't know how he doesn't get sick.
I know, because Thane used to get sick. Actually, the first time Thane got sick, he was 18 months.
Oh, really?
It was the first time he got sick, and I really did not understand what was happening. But yeah, 18 months. I was scared.
Oh, dang. We're almost there.
I know. Yeah. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh my god, I'm excited. We gotta wake up so early though, but it's fine. It's gonna be worth it.
It's fine because you're gonna come here, have breakfast. We're making udon.
Cozy. Yeah, I'm excited. I was like stressing out to Blue. I was like, I gotta pack the diaper bag. He's like, you realize you're going to your family's house?
We have diapers. You're good.
Like they got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. I was like, I didn't place an order of diapers. I don't know if I have enough for tomorrow. He's like, I'm pretty sure Amaris has diapers.
Remember I told you I was gonna drop off those size 6 Huggies diapers when we met. I forgot. So you're coming tomorrow. So
yeah,
I got
those will fit him. He's in size 5, but it's like this boy's chunky. It's just, he's not chunky, but he's like thick.
Yeah, he's a thick child.
He's a thick. It's so cute.
Oh my god! All right, well, to end this podcast, happy Thursday, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Give us a like. Share with your friends. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube because you can follow us on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
So we're on there. Tell your friends about us. We would really appreciate it.
Tell your mom. Tell your uncles. Tell your tell your grandma. Tell your sisters.
Tell your children's teachers.
Yes.
All All right.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye.